they call it, picogram. That shit better not pop up again, John Jones. It better not. What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Trey That MMA back at it again with another video, man. And today we're doing another UFC prediction. I'm going to be predicting John Jones versus Anthony Lionheart Smith, which is going to take place on March 2nd, Saturday, UFC 235. I cannot wait, man. I thought it was going to be next week. Check the calendar. I realized it was this week. I'm like, my prediction video got to go out now. This is going to be an epic card, man. John Jones is back. He just fought in December, and now he's fighting in March already. So that just shows you that John Jones is trying to make up on all the time he missed out with the suspensions and all the different stuff he got into. He's really trying to be very active. He said he's trying to fight 4 times this year. So I'm so happy, man. The UFC needs that star. They need John Jones back. You know, Conor lost his belt. Conor's on a losing streak and everything. Ronda Rousey's in WWE. They need that star back. Daniel Cormier's going to retire pretty soon. So it's great, man. It's great for the sport that John Jones is back and active. Hopefully he gets his shit together and don't F up again. That pentagram, whatever they call it, picogram. That shit better not pop up again, John Jones. It better not. But yeah, man, John Jones being very active. He fought Alexander Gustafsson for the second time, finished him, which was like, there's no argument with that. Maybe Alexander Gustafsson could be John Jones. No, that argument is done. John Jones finished him, and John Jones been looking really, really goddamn good. He fought DC the first time, won by decision. Fought him the second time, finished him. Fought Alexander the second time, finished him. So John Jones is looking really good. But he has a hungry, young, vicious fighter in Anthony Lionheart Smith that's ready to take it all from him. A lot of people are counting Anthony Lionheart Smith out. I see why they're trying to count him out. But the man has a good record. They shouldn't be, you know? He's the underdog. Of course, people are going to count him out. He's going up against the greatest fighter to ever do it. But Anthony Lionheart Smith has a really good record, and he's fought some tough people, man. Like, he finished Hector Lombard. Hector Lombard is a freak of nature. He finished Shogun. He finished Corey Anderson. He finished Rashad Evans. He finished Ozdemir. This man is on a nice streak, and he's fought some game opponents. Of course, Shogun is on the later end of his career, but he fought some game opponents, man. And this man, listen to this. This man has 30 amateur fights and 44 professional fights. So he has tons of experience, He's been fighting for a very long time. Of course, his record is 23-13, which is like, what the hell? But that just tells me with all those fights, he has a lot of experience. And when you're going up against the best to ever do it, you gotta have that experience, man. He's on a big winning streak. Anthony used to fight in the middleweight division, but he realized the weight cut was very detrimental to his fighting, and it was just too much for him. So he moved up to the light heavyweight, and he hasn't lost since. His only loss in the UFC was against Thiago Santos, who actually just won last week. So pretty weird that I'm making this video right now. But Anthony Smith is not one to count out, man. I'm definitely not counting him out of this. He has a great chance of winning. He's a big, strong, aggressive, got great power in his hands. The only thing he doesn't really do is throw a lot of kicks, which I don't know why these light heavyweights don't mix it up, man. The only person that really mixes it up is John Jones. Anthony Smith is not one to count out. Like I said, 30 amateur fights, 44 professional fights. All that tells me is the man has tons of experience, and he should be more than ready for this fight. He should be born ready for this fight, man. He's been fighting for that long. That's 73 fights, bro. 73 fights. And it took him that much fights to get to the championship. At the end of the day, he's going up against the best to ever do it, Johnny Bones Jones. And enough of me hyping the fight up. Let me tell you how I think the fight is going to go. First of all, John Jones, best to ever do it. He mixes it up very well. I believe John Jones, he controls distance so well. He showed that in his last fight against Alexander Gustafsson. I believe he's just gonna control his distance, stay away from Anthony Smith, but pick him apart with the leg kicks. That's one thing that I noticed about John Jones is he throw a lot of leg kicks, and that keeps his opponent at bay. John Jones actually talked about how Anthony Smith wrestling sucks, because when Anthony fought Ozdemir, John Jones was like, one thing I noticed, that Ozdemir was able to hold Anthony Smith on the ground, and Ozdemir is not a wrestler. So that tells me Anthony Smith wrestling is not that good. That's words from John Jones. Trust me. And I don't know if John Jones is gonna try to take him down. Of course, in his last fight against Gustafsson, going up against a dangerous striker, he went for the takedown a lot. So we'll see if John Jones keeps this fight on the feet, or if he takes it down. In my opinion, I believe he's gonna just mix it up. I believe John Jones' game is evolving even more, and I feel like he's gonna be using the more safe approach. He's not gonna go out there and try to slug it out with guys. Of course he's not. He's a very game opponent, but I believe John Jones is gonna take a little bit out of the George St. Pierre textbook, where he's gonna keep his opponent always guessing. You never know if he's gonna take you down, stand up and strike with you, grapple. I believe John Jones is going to mix it up in this fight a lot. He's going to utilize a lot of takedowns, and wherever he goes in the fight, he's going to be looking for the finish, because that's what John Jones been on since he came back. He's just been finishing people. And yeah, like I said, John Jones, he controls distance very well, and I believe he's going to keep Anthony Smith at bay, throw a lot of leg kicks, and he's gonna hurt him with those leg kicks, man. Those leg kicks to the knee, hyperextend the knee, the leg kicks to the inside of the leg, inside of the thighs, outside of the thighs. John Jones, man, he's too game. He's too game. He's good at everything. There's no really flaw in his fighting, man. He's improved his boxing. He's always been a real good kicker. He's always been a good wrestler. His jiu-jitsu. The man John Jones is a white belt in jiu-jitsu, and he has the most submissions in the light heavyweight division. So the man is just super talented, and I see John Jones finishing this fight in the 3rd round, TKO. I just see him being way too much for Anthony Smith in terms of mixing it up, throwing the leg kicks, threatening him with the takedowns, and it's gonna be a huge year for John Jones, man. A huge year. And yeah, man, it's just the sky's the limit for John Jones as long as he controls himself and, you know, have a good team around him to manage him and make sure he doesn't do dumb shit. The sky's the limit, man. John Jones is the GOAT. And make sure to look out for my next video. I'm going to be doing a prediction on Usman and Tyron Woodley. And then I'm going to be doing a prediction on Ben Askren and Robbie Lawler. So, guys, stay tuned. It's your boy Trinidad MMA. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. And, yeah, man. Peace!